The sun is directly in my eye right now. Good morning, happy Monday, everyone. I suppose I can think of no better place to begin than with my low behind my act of kindness. What's my low? I mean, I guess I did procrastinate getting out of bed this morning. Full stop, I've actually been awake since like 5 a.m. It's just 20 of 7 now. I mean, obviously, it didn't take 100 minutes for me to, get to sitting in this chair right now. It was actually, it's that sort of thing where, like, I know it's too early for me to get out of bed. I really should fall back to sleep for at least a little bit longer. But for the life of me, I can't seem to do that. So, for all intents and purposes, I was stuck. Let's see, what's my high? Well, my high is I got to see my family yesterday. And, full stop, that's probably the last time I'm going to be seeing them until next Sunday. First of all, let me tell you my act of kindness. It was helping prepare everything for family dinner yesterday. I didn't really want to bring this up because I don't want people to think like, there's anything bad going on or anything. But later today, my family is going to fly out to California. And they didn't invite me to go with them. Which, I mean, listen, they're flying to California, and among that group are 3 little boys. I think you can piece together where they're going to go. I mean, look, is California as an overall state flawed, especially politically? Yes, it is. Is where they're going super expensive? Yes, it is. Is the magic at this place relatively overhyped? Yes, it is. But they're going to Disneyland. I mean, even if, here's the thing, I'm not trying to be cynical or anything. Everything I just mentioned about Disneyland is true. It's incredibly expensive to go there. And, yeah, the magic is a little bit overhyped. But if I had an opportunity to go to Disneyland, I'd go to Disneyland. I don't know. I mean, I don't want anyone to think there's anything wrong or anything. I mean, yeah, I'm a little bit bummed, but I mean, it really has been a good while since I've had, since I was by myself for a week. So I guess it'll be nice. It's just, of all places they could have gone, Disneyland, really? And they couldn't take me with them. Well, I shouldn't be too upset. I actually do have a few things planned to do this week. There is something that I plan to do again fairly soon. Probably, either Wednesday or Thursday. I'll make pickles again. I'll do that. What else? There's two major things going on this upcoming weekend, but my family will be back for one of those things, even though, I'll invite them to come with me, but they probably won't go. But we'll get to that when we get to that. For now, actually, you know what? I just realized. I think it's warm enough where I can put my shoes on again. I've been wearing boots for months. I can actually just simply wear regular shoes now. Good old New Balances. The only shoe that effectively makes a size 12-4E. That's how big my feet are. So I guess with all that, let's get into reading this week's One Piece manga chapter, shall we? And we have a break this week. I mean, this upcoming week. Like right now we have a manga chapter I'm looking at right at, but next week there's not going to be a chapter. Which kind of only makes my Monday morning a little bit easier. Especially given the fact that next Sunday I'm going to be going to Cheese Fest at Grist Iron Brewing Company. So that video is probably going to be dedicated to that. With that said, One Piece chapter 1147, What We're Afraid of. Okay, flashback. So selling Robin and Chopper to stay hidden. Okay. He's telling him to stay hidden because he recognizes that Summers is a holy knight. Oh. Apparently holy knights are immortal. And therefore you can't beat them. Just hide and wait for a chance to save the kids. Alright. Okay, so Gunko shows up with the Straw Hat Pirates that she captured. And then Summers is like, "Are you gonna take him with us? Like, don't be stupid. We're not gonna, anger one of the four emperors." Well, Jinbei is now officially a Straw Hat. He was already a member of the Straw Hat crew, but at least at one point during an arc, the Straw Hats get captured. This is the first time Jinbei's ever been captured as a Straw Hat. And Robin is like, "Okay, Jinbei was with us. How did this happen?" And then Jinbei, acting all annoyed, is like, "Stop shouting. I'm trying to come up with a plan." Okay, this is actually funny. I love this. I love that Brooke is like, "I feel like there's something about that woman. However, maybe it's just my imagination." And then, like, Summers appears right in front of Brooke and is like, "Ah, it's her! The zombie girl!" Oh, that's awesome. Okay. So it appears that Gunko is like, "I want you, you're going to be my slave for the rest of your life." And then Brooke, oh, my man Brooke, okay. Basically, Gunko is like, "Listen, you're going to become my slave and make music for me forever." And then Brooke is like, "No, I pledge my loyalty to Straw Hat Luffy. And him and his crew gave me a second life. I owe everything to him." And then he was like, "What if I said I would kill you? I would rather die than live without honor." Oh, that is so badass. Man, Brooke is so underrated. He totally is. Okay. And she just kicks Brooke. Ooh. Is Gunko, like, reaching over and grabbing her chest? As if she feels sad? What she just did? Interesting. Very interesting. Very peculiar indeed. Okay. Looks like Killian is talking into the microphone. Oh, Summers is talking. Okay. Check, can you hear me, Elbath? Come in, warriors of Elbath. I'm sure you're all busy scrambling, dealing with the strange events unfolding around you. That was our doing. I am a dagger sent straight from Sacred Mary's Wall. I am Summers of the Holy Knights. Okay. Looks like everyone is fighting all the abnormalities and such going on. As I'm sure you've realized all over Elbath, we have taken 10 of your children as hostages. On top of that, we have reduced an orange-bearded man to a bloody mess, talk about Saul, for the crime of pursuing us from the school in an attempt to free the children. Okay? In other words, while you blithely assume, I've never seen that word before. Hold on. Okay. Casual and cheerful indifference considered to be callous or improper. Okay, callous. Okay. You callously assume that someone else is going to do the rescuing for you. The children have continued to march toward the goal. And they're still marching. Okay, Colin is awake. He's trying to cheer up the other kids that have been, captured. All right. Okay, so the giant warrior pirates are fighting, right? One thing can actually scare them. It's their wives. Apparently, like some of the kids whose dads are among the giant warrior pirates, like some of their fears are their moms scare them. So okay. This is actually kind of funny, but also kind of terrifying. Okay. Okay. Looks like Summers is still talking. Giant pirate ship has crashed. So much for their bluster. Some of those sleep kids were real beasts. The kids' chances of rescue are dwindling by the minute. Now Beard Hill Jarl, warrior of legend. It's time for us to talk. With no king on the throne, you're the boss around here. Our goal here is quite simple. To make you giants our slaves in battle. The next step is to find out how effective these kids will be as hostages. I bet you're all wondering who the kids our 10 hostages are, huh? Okay. Basically, Summer's just trying to convince the giants to join the side of the world government. Because remember, there's going to be a huge war at the end of the series. And having the giants on your side would be pretty nice. Okay. So, the names of the 10 kids. Ilva, which is Jarl's granddaughter. Skald, Olaf, Karin, Mag, Ranja, Bent, Joanna with the H is silent, and Bjorn. Okay, I've been seeing these kids trending a lot lately, and how a lot of them are supposed to be like the Straw Hats, but obviously as giant kids. Well, Colin is definitely Luffy, no question about that. Okay, Karin has a pointed nose just like Usopp. Johanna kind of looks like Robin with her facial expression. Okay. I can kind of see that. Alright. Okay, Scopper and Ripley are talking to each other because Colin is their son. Oh. Summers is also baiting like everybody, saying, like, you giants shouldn't be in school right now. You're warriors. You've always been warriors. And now you're not. You don't comply, then we'll like burn all the schools, burn all the books and stuff like that. That's what Summers is saying right now. And Robin is not going to take too kindly to that. Oh, no. Looks like both Scott Caban and Robin are joining the fray. Oh, this is going to be sick. I wonder what's going to happen, though. That's the problem. Oh, gosh. If only we didn't have to wait 2 weeks. If only we didn't have to wait 2 weeks for this. But I'm really digging this. There's definitely some humor in this chapter. Although, I just realized, Luffy's not in this chapter. In fact, here's the thing. Luffy may not be in this chapter, but his presence is felt. Especially given that Gunko mentioned earlier, like, we don't want to anger Straw Hat Luffy. Like, to think that there was a time when no one even cared about Luffy in terms of how dangerous he was. And now even the Holy Knights are like, bro, we shouldn't be messing with this guy. And you certainly shouldn't be messing with Robin, who is about to join the fray in the next chapter, which will be 2 weeks from now. I love this. This was fan-frickin-tastic. I've got no notes, man. This was awesome. I hope you liked this video. If you like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow on social media. As always, I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys watching Joe today. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Monday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk, I'm always going to be here to let you know. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.